system. With winds picking up, you could be thrown off the grid very well as well, unfortunately. So we'll be getting to that story coming up. Kasia Bodurka with you here. I'm in for Suzanne Leonard, who interestingly enough is also without power at this point. I was without power for only 24 hours, and I'm pretty sure she's been without power for 6 days. And counting. All right, your current weather looks like this. -1. We're looking at a little bit of cloud cover around the GTA. It's not a high pressure scenario where temperatures, they drop really quickly because with that cloud cover, it insulates that heat. I shouldn't say heat, those warmer temperatures. Saturday afternoon, though, a nice rise in temps, 4 degrees, and then sun and clouds. So it should actually be a really nice day Saturday. A great day to get outside and enjoy, maybe do some skating, but don't walk under a lot of trees, those trees that are susceptible to falling. All right, let's talk about your current traffic situation. All right. If you have plans for New Year's Eve, if you're going to be on the outside, you may need to bundle up twice. 2 parkas, perhaps, especially getting used to those warmer temperatures this weekend. We're looking at overnight lows colder than -15, -20, kind of like it was over New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And then daytime highs -8 to -10. All right, there is a lot of active weather. It's Armstrong, Ontario at -33. How about that? Hamilton, where we had that video, -1 right now, feels closer to -4. So sure puts things into perspective, doesn't it? Kasia Bodurka with you here. It's your live traffic and weather together drive home show. First, we're going to talk a little bit about your current conditions across the GTA and the Golden Horseshoe, -5, and Newmarket, -1, though, for places like St. Catharines and Niagara, and then pushing further towards southwestern Ontario, -4. At this point. Overnight, obviously a little on the chillier side. Temperatures falling to about -1, but it will be feeling like -8 in the city of Toronto. We'll talk about what's to come coming up. But first, I want to show you a video of Alberta. And they could be seeing, again, flash freeze with the precipitation on their ground and then a good amount of snow. We'll talk about that coming up. And why I'm telling you this, of course, 'tis the season that so many people are visiting friends and family, right? For us, by your Saturday morning, it shouldn't be too bad. Actually, tomorrow morning, nice and comfortable. 4 will be your high tomorrow. Sunday, also comfortable. Sunday evening, that's where the darker colors move into the GTA, and that means temperatures -15 to even -20 through the overnight. Daytime highs closer to -8 to -10. It's going to be your Monday through your Tuesday and really the next few days after. And that does include your New Year's Eve. So if you do have plans, you're going to want to really bundle up. Okay, so if you do have plans to head to the west, active weather carries on, and that's why we are in storm watch for Alberta. BC, it's an active weather day as well, so they're going to be picking up a good amount of snow and right across the prairie provinces, and they have wind chill values, some places feeling like -50. All right, we would love it if you could stay with us because right now, some of us may be getting excited for a weekend thaw. Kasia Bodurka with you here with a look at your regional forecast. We'll be joined by Risa of Beat the Traffic coming up shortly. But first, let's talk about those temperatures and, how comfortable it really is. After the Christmas we had, I know Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, so downright cold. -1 throughout the city of Toronto and Hamilton, the Niagara Escarpment, and then to the north, we're looking at cooler temperatures, about -4 for the city of Newmarket, Markham, -5 in Kitchener-Waterloo area. Saturday afternoon, I have to show you this. I'm so excited about this. 4 degrees. I almost said minus. No minus here. 4 degrees. It will be feeling slightly chillier, though, maybe closer to the freezing mark. Sun and clouds, so you may even need your sunglasses yet again. I think that's great news. What about the roads, though? Do you have some good news for us, Risa? Okay, there's some good news for us. Maybe some not so good news if you don't like the cold, because we'll be back in the ice box later after this weekend. So come Sunday evening, your temperatures are going to be dropping like a rock. They're going to drop rather quickly, I should say. And then into your Monday, your Tuesday. Notice this takes us all the way to Wednesday morning, and we're still in the deep purples, and that means temperatures -8, -10 as your daytime high in urban centers, but then much colder as you get out of the downtown core. So just a heads up, it's going to be cold. For instance, city of Toronto, effective in Armstrong, Ontario today, the daytime high -33. Ouch. We have nice temperatures, or much more comfortable than we have been seeing over the past few days. -1 for the city of Toronto through the overnight. It will be feeling closer to -8 as you're heading out. So obviously still on the cool side. And what really is to come is not a whole lot in terms of precipitation, just continued warmer temperatures for 2 days for the weekend. And really you can thank these Alberta clippers to the north. They're going to be zipping by, a few of them, giving us a little cloud cover, insulating those temperatures and also making our winds come in from the southwest. But then here's that sharp cold front. That's the real game changer, and I'll show you what's to come coming up throughout the show. But in the meantime, I want to take you to Alberta, traveling to visit family and friends in other provinces. So just a heads up, today is not the best day for travel to Alberta. Mind you, temperatures have been super balmy earlier today, but those temperatures are dropping like a rock, just like it will for us Sunday night. And because of that, there's a potential for a flash freeze in southern parts of Alberta, as well as blizzard-like conditions, because there's going to be really strong gusty winds. They're going to be kicking up the snow that does come down. And we're not talking about copious amounts of snow to the south, maybe even less than 5 centimeters of snow in Alberta. But again, it's the wind that's causing the problems. A general 10 to 20 centimeters of snow to the north and across the prairie provinces. It's also on the messy side today. And then fluctuating temperatures there. And to the north, wind chill values -50 for some people. So there is a wind chill warning in effect that's issued by Environment Canada. So all this to show you that we have it pretty good in the GTA for now. Saturday afternoon, you want to see your temperatures? A lovely daytime high of 4. So nice, right? So a great time to get outside and really do those things with your friends and family that maybe you've been planning on doing over the holiday season, but you haven't had a chance to do. Skating on the outside, tobogganing, if there's snow left over, 4 degrees. All right, we want you to stay with us because we're not completely out of the woods yet. We do have some relatively gusty winds coming upon us Friday night, tonight, into your Saturday morning as well. We have a bit of a weekend thaw upon us too, so a heads up. You do want to keep your head up because there could be some falling ice as it's thawing and falling off your trees and your branches. Kasia Bodurka with you here in for Suzanne Leonard, who is without power right now as well. All right, temperatures, current temperatures -1 throughout the city of Toronto, but it does feel closer to -6, so a little on the chilly side, but nothing like it was for Christmas. And really what's to come is not a whole lot of active weather. That's good news. But there is a deep freeze coming upon us yet again. First, I'll show you what's happening to the north. We have a couple weak clippers zipping by. That's going to be bringing us some cloud cover, warming up those temperatures, or at least insulating them through the overnights. And then we also have a nice southwesterly flow. Here's our next weather maker, and that's the deal changer there. That's when temperatures plummet, and we'll talk about that coming up. But first, let's talk about those roads. It hasn't been too bad today, has it been, Risa? Sounds great. Got the app. It works. It's good. All right, so there's some good news and then some bad news. So Saturday afternoon, have a look at your daytime highs. That's your good news. 4 degrees, well above seasonal, mix of sun and clouds really for the city of Toronto. It's going to be quite nice right across southern Ontario. But here's your bad news if you don't like the cold, because we have got really cold temperatures coming upon us. Where you're seeing these deeper blues and the purple, and that begins to invade our area Sunday night. Temperatures -10, -15 per go. Now this is what I call fun. I wish I thought of this when I was a kid. Smart people out in Newfoundland. Seeing the active weather today, a little bit yesterday as well, and a good amount of snow on the ground there. And we keep showing it over and over again. It's a fun video, right? We love it when we see your videos uploaded to theweathernetwork.com. Show us yours. Kasia Bodurka with you here with a look at your overnight temperatures. -2 throughout much of the GTA, but it will be feeling closer to -8, which actually isn't so bad compared to what we were up against just a couple days ago. I know you may remember Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Yeah, it was tough. It was a tough go, and then we're back into the icebox coming up soon. I'll show you how that's all playing out. But first, I'm going to show you our winds, and this is an interesting story. Normally, it wouldn't merit much of a story here. We're talking about sustained winds between 20 and 40 kilometers per hour, gusts closer to 50 through the overnight tonight into your Saturday. And why I'm telling you this, of course, is because we still do have trees vulnerable to falling down, branches, that kind of thing, and that could very well, let's say, put a damper on, or cause problems when it comes to the power restoration, really, especially in the cold. Tomorrow it won't be so cold. We're talking about temperatures reaching a daytime high of 4 for the city of Toronto. Very nice indeed, if if I may say so. We've got sun and clouds really for much of the Golden Horseshoe. Temperatures nice and comfortable and above seasonal. But what is to come, however, it's a bit of a bleak story if you don't like colder temperatures. We're seeing the deeper blues and the purples, and that does come upon the city of Toronto and surrounding area, and then it just lingers for some time. That means temperatures colder than -15, and we are not talking about wind chill values here. We are talking about your base temperatures, so colder than that. Overnight lows, -15, -20. But during the day in urban centers, we're talking about closer to -8, -10 as your daytime high, which is still very, very uncomfortable. In fact, have a look at the next 7 days for you in the city of Toronto. -8, like I mentioned, on your Monday. Tuesday is going to be your Christmas Eve, so bundling up twice as you're heading out. They're not going to last too long, and I'll break that down coming up. We're talking about your regional forecast for this evening as we push into this abnormal weekend, really, with Christmas being in the middle of the week. A lot of people are thrown off, aren't they? Kasia Bodurka with you. I'm in for Suzanne Leonard, who's still without power, by the way, but of course she's with friends and family, so she's all good. I hope, everybody that you know who's still off the grid, I hope you're taking care of them as well. We're looking at temperatures through the overnight, -1, feeling closer to -8. A little on the chilly side, but nothing compared to the way it was last week. But hang on, we're going to have that again when it comes to those cold temperatures. But enjoy this. 4 degrees is your daytime high on your Saturday afternoon. A mix of sun and clouds. It's going to be a great day. So if you haven't had a chance to go outside and, do a little tobogganing or valley, but people obviously enjoying it. Cold temperatures don't stop the Ottawanians. I know myself, I lived in Ottawa. It was so cold. I'm used to the Toronto, more mild temperatures. All right, your Sunday also quite nice and mild with 3 degrees and also sun and clouds. So enjoy. Enjoy. Why? Because here it comes. Changes once again upon us. So the freezer door opens yet again come your Sunday evening. So here we're nice and comfortable. Take a look at the timing here. Sunday overnight to Monday. Then we go into Tuesday. Then we go into Wednesday even. So we're going to continue to see really, really cold temperatures well into the new year. The first week of the new year is going to be really, really cold, kicking it off on a cold note. The purples indicating temperatures colder than -15, in between -15 and even -30. So just a heads up, it's going to be cold. To the north, what we have going on this evening is a light dusting of snow. Actually, the nickel belts could be picking up a general 5 to 10 centimeters of snow if you're heading up north. For us, though, we're just seeing some cloud cover associated with that. Winds coming in from the southwest. That's keeping temperatures nice and warm because that's funneling in warmer temperatures from the south. And then here's our next deal breaker right here. This sharp cold front, that's going to change everything. And how it's going to change, well, have a look at your long range, okay? So the weekend, like I mentioned, is going to be quite nice. By the way, this is Barrie, so in the city of Toronto, it's a similar trend, just perhaps not as extreme. Monday, -11, so the city of Toronto, it's going to be closer to -8, but it will be feeling closer to -11. Meanwhile, it's so cold in the west, and we're in storm watch, actually, because of that, if you are traveling.
This weather's...
Go.
I love this video. I wish I thought of this when I was a kid.
Hey, Cassie.
Tobogganing off the side of the barn. That's fun, if you ask me. Thank you to Ross for sending that video in. If you have fun videos of you enjoying the great outdoors, I would love to see them. Please upload them to theweathernetwork.com, and we'll just show it across the country if it's good video like that. Kasia Bodurka with you here with a look at your regional forecast over the next few hours. Temperature is nice and comfortable. Actually, over the next few days, I should even say, with your overnight temperatures being around -1, feeling closer to -8, and usually our daytime highs should be -1, so we're doing pretty good, doing pretty well. What's happening here, what I'm going to show you here, are the fact that winds could be a little on the gusty side through the evening and the overnight. And why this is of particular interest right now is the fact that trees and limbs, they're still susceptible to coming down because, well, they're still weighted down by all that ice. We're seeing winds sustained at about 20 to 40 k, and really it could be like that for the next few days. And then this sharp cold front, that's going to be really making things gusty as well. So a heads up, literally, because the ice could be coming down also with the weekend thaw. Weekend thaw, what kind of a thaw are we talking about? Saturday afternoon, a lovely daytime high of 4 degrees. And I'm almost not even used to saying, just 4 degrees. I want to say minus, but just 4 degrees, a mix of sun and clouds for the city of Toronto. And it looks quite mild right across the Golden Horseshoe, so enjoy. But it's a short-lived situation. So there's a big but here. So to the north, you'll see cold Arctic air mass coming down. You'll notice it pushing into the Toronto area and then just staying there for some time. And that means temperatures, daytime highs between -8 and -10. And that's going to be for the first week of January. And overnight lows closer to -15, even -20. Ouch. If you don't like cold temperatures, you may not like the first week of January. So my New Year's resolution is just to embrace the cold, possibly even like it, and do more things outside the cold. How about you? Is that a good New Year's resolution? Will be tried on this day. That's when the challenge will come upon us on your Monday. -8, feeling closer to -16. Now, we would love it if you could stay with us. Please upload them to theweathernetwork.com and we'll just show it across the country if it's good video like that. Kasia Bodurka with you here with a look at your regional forecast. So enjoy. But it's a short-lived situation. So there's a big but here. So to the north, you'll see cold Arctic air mass coming down. You'll notice it pushing into the Toronto area and then just staying there for some time. Ouch. If you don't. So my New Year's resolution is just to embrace the cold, possibly even like it, and do more things outside the cold. How about you? Is that a good New Year's resolution? Will be tried on this day. That's when the challenge will come upon us on your Monday. -8, feeling closer to -16. Now, we would love it if you could stay with us. Of course, we have more info on your upcoming weather.